Hello everyone, welcome to week 19 of my 100-week art challenge. My name is Michael and I used to be an engineer. For the past 2 years, I've been self-teaching art. I started this 100-week art challenge to document the process of me exploring my personal artistic voice. This week, I took a 360-degree turn with my art and made several quite offensive-looking paintings using bold, splashy red paints along with black and white. I started with a black and white abstract painting which is flowy and dynamic, and then made this other painting full of horror, conflict, and suffering. I was attempting for an abstract depiction of animal cruelty inside factory farms and slaughterhouses that's happening every second of every day. Paul McCartney once said that if slaughterhouses had glass walls, everyone would be vegetarian. To be honest, I'm not sure that's entirely true. Nonetheless, I was inspired by this famous quote to make this painting. And here's another painting with the same intent. A calm, fuzzy horizon in juxtaposition with a foreground full of blood and terror, splashy red paints all over the soothing sky. The last painting is about cow's milk. Yes, the most innocent-looking beverage turned out to be the most horrifying animal product. There are blood, pus, growth hormones, and stress hormones in each glass of milk. And the atrocity behind producing milk is beyond imagination, which I won't talk about here as it's simply too graphic. Over 150 million animals on land are killed for food around the world every day. If including wild-caught and farmed fish, around 3 billion animals are killed every single day. Just let that number sink in a little bit. That's almost half of the world's population killed for food every single day. And the vast majority of these animals live in extremely confined spaces and suffer through a tremendous amount of pain and stress, all for providing animal-based food, which is not only unnecessary for our prosperity, it does significant harm to our long-term health. It's simply one of the most ironic and tragic things I can think of. It's almost like karma of the worst kind. Once I opened my eyes to the truth, I could not believe that this kind of extreme horror exists in the modern civilized world. About 3 years ago, I became vegan mostly for health-related reasons. At that time, I didn't know much about animal cruelty in factory farms and slaughterhouses. I later became familiar with this issue when I intentionally researched more about this entire subject that's deliberately hidden from the public eye by businesses and politicians. I don't intend this video to be a lecture about animal cruelty or veganism. The video is still about my art, and I think it's important to give some context to what I painted and why I painted them. In addition to these paintings, I spent the majority of the week expanding my knowledge in personal finance and alternative philosophies of living. I had always been so motivated to generate a quote-unquote normal income. I kept going after jobs and the career options that pay well but don't actually bring me enough fulfillment and enjoyment. This has been mentioned a few times before in my previous videos. Even after all the trial and error, and I finally got the courage to pursue fine art, I still found myself miserable when I was not able to detach my art from the potential income it might lead to. Recently, I began to realize that I might just have been brainwashed to think of one's financial landscape and life in general as a simple equation of income and consumption. In order to consume, I need to make a good salary. When I decided to step back and look at the whole picture, I began to see that income is just one variable of life and certainly not the most important one. Learning about minimalism, anti-consumerism, as well as the early retirement movement, I began to see things quite differently now. Even though I didn't regret paying for the expensive downtown Seattle apartment I once had, I sure wish I had done better with financial planning and learning to live a more conscious life that's not about the vicious cycle of making money. Use the money for consumption to compensate for the feeling of depression and then make more money. I will talk more about this in future videos when I learn more. Overall, it's been another fulfilling week. If you're interested in any of the paintings I completed this week, please check out more information on my website at michaelandart.com. Thank you for tuning in for the 19th week of my 100-week art challenge. Please give this video a thumbs up and comment below with any questions or advice. To follow the journey of me finding my personal artistic voice through this 100-week art challenge, please subscribe to my channel. Please also share this video to people who might benefit from my experience and exploration. Thank you and have a wonderful one. I will see you next week.